Realme is one of the top brands in the Philippines that put out devices that offer more but cost less, whether it's a camera or gaming-centric device. They are always on point when providing their users with the best bang for their buck. In this video, we will take a closer look at Realme's latest addition to the budget-friendly market, which is the realme C53. According to Realme, it is the fastest charging budget phone. Aside from that, we will also take a look at what other features this device has to offer. Did they cut down on specs to push in fast charging support, or they managed to fit it all in? Mabuhay Manila, this is Kath and here is our review of the Realme C53. A quick look at the Realme C53, it runs on a Unisoc T612 chipset, a 6.74-inch HD LCD, and a 50-megapixel main shooter. If you want to know more on how well it performs daily, then keep on watching. The Realme C53 has two different color variants, the Mighty Black and our review unit, which is the Champion Gold. This color variant that we have is quite flashy. If you take a look at the device from afar, you might say that it has a textured finish. However, up close, it is a glossy one that is prone to fingerprint smudges, but due to its color, the smudges aren't that noticeable. Its back and frame are made out of plastic, but it does look like it has a glass material. As for its comfort, it has some weight, but it's not that heavy. It has a rounded corner and a slim body, which resembles previous iPhone models. As for those who always use a case for their device, the Realme C53 comes with a jelly case for the protection of your device as well. Around its frame on the right, you have the volume rockers and the fingerprint sensor built into the power button. Over to the right is the SIM tray, which has a dual SIM slot and a dedicated slot for a micro SD card. And at the bottom are the 3.5mm headphone jack, microphone, speaker grill, and a USB-C port. On the back, we can also find the Realme branding along with a camera setup that looks like a triple camera, but the other lens holds the flash. As for its display, it has a sizable 6.74-inch HD Plus IPS LCD paired with a 90Hz refresh rate, with a dewdrop notch for its selfie camera. According to its display specs, it boasts a 90Hz refresh rate. However, if we look at it in the display settings, it only offers an adaptive display and a 60Hz standard refresh rate. As for other aspects of the display, its bottom bezels are thicker than the side bezels. However, it is not that distracting when you are using the device. Viewing angles are decent and the display quality is clean and sharp. Despite it not having an FHD Plus resolution, watching videos on Netflix and YouTube is still good. Now when it comes to the cameras of the Realme C53, again it carries a dual camera setup with a 50-megapixel main shooter with an aperture of f1.8 and a 0.8-megapixel unspecified sensor. Now when it comes to camera quality, the 50-megapixel main shooter delivers outstanding images considering the price. The colors are sharp and detailed, highlights are balanced, however blacks are deep. Color distribution changes when taking photos indoors, especially if there are some unwanted lights in the frame of the shot. Shooting photos at night with a decent amount of light source delivers impressive results. It has good color distribution and impressive details in each shot. However, if the subject in the frame or the view you are taking a picture of comes with tons of light, the results tend to have flares. Night mode is also available on its camera settings, but it doesn't do much since it just raises the exposure of the shot. As for the video recording, it can shoot up to 1080p at 30fps without any stabilization feature, so make sure to keep your hand steady when taking videos. With the camera out of the way, let's talk about its software and what powers this device. Running on the Realme C53 is Android 13 slapped with Realme UI T Edition. If you are a fan of Realme devices, the Realme UI is one of the clean-looking UIs out there, despite the bloatware that it offers out of the box. Using the device as a daily driver will surely satisfy you and accommodate all your needs. As for my experience, I haven't encountered any problems whatsoever after a week of using the device as my go-to smartphone. It can handle most of the tasks that I do on a daily basis, like social media surfing, binge watching shows, and even doing multitask-related stuff. Another thing that makes this device stand out in the budget market is that it offers 6 gigs of RAM with a whopping 128 gig storage, which we rarely see in this category. Oftentimes, budget smartphones offer 4 gigs RAM with the option to expand with a base storage of 64 gigabytes. As for gaming, the realme C53 runs on a 12nm Unistock T612 chipset. We tried a few games on this device like Star Rail, Mobile Legends, and CODM. We haven't encountered too many problems while playing games. However, there are certain games that this device struggles and it heats up when played for a prolonged time. Although if you are not that into gaming and only play occasionally, then it's fine. As for battery and charging, the realme C53 is backed by a 5000 mAh battery. As for my experience, it manages to perform the whole day with a spare battery for the next day. With light to medium usage, the device can last the whole day. However, if you are planning to use it with a heavy load, then expect to run out of juice before the sun sets. Choosing of the device from 0 to 100% took us about 1 hour and 38 minutes, which is fairly decent for an LG level device. The realme C53 is priced at 7,999 pesos and it delivers an outstanding experience for an entry-level device. An impressive camera quality, long battery life, and fast charging, plus the premium looks. There are some minor issues though, like we should have the option to switch from standard, adaptive to a 90Hz refresh rate instead of it being embedded in the adaptives feature, a different Android skin, and a higher display resolution. But all in all, the realme C53 is a good and competitive budget-friendly smartphone that is of great buy for those on tight budget and who needs a smartphone on a daily basis. So yeah, that is a review of the realme C53. What are your thoughts about this device? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you will be updated with our future contents. Also, don't forget to visit manilashaker.com for more tech news, reviews, and comparison of the latest devices. Once again, this is Kath and Mabuhay Manila.